Good morning. I just left the customer's house. That would have been a good one to videotape, but it was just a clog, kitchen sink clog. For kitchen sink clogs and toilet clogs, I'll charge $200 for my customers. It didn't take me too long. I was there for like an hour. Took my time a little bit. Tried plunging it. They were telling me that someone already snaked this before. I guess they thought they called me before, but obviously they ended up telling me, I think they got snaked about 2 or 3 years ago. So I was thinking to myself, probably not. And then when I said I could unclog it for $200, she was like, well, I thought you charged me $150 last time. And I was like, I mean, I could have. I did raise my prices, but then also they said the last guy checked the pipe underneath it, and he said there was a bow in it or a belly. I'm like, oh, here we go. This pipe is going to be caked. Anytime it's not properly sloped, it just collects, and the pipe is just packed. So it was a 2-inch pipe, and I just used my rigid K400. That snake is the same snake at Home Depot. I think it's going for like $500 or $600 now. Crazy. I think I got that snake for like $350 at the time. This was years ago, and I bought it off of somebody off of I think OfferUp or Craigslist. Brand new. I don't think it was stolen. You got like a lot of stuff nowadays. These resellers, you see the clearance I usually post up in some of my short videos. They find them on clearance, and then they just resell them. And I had to go drive to the city, and I picked that up for $350. Then I bought the auto feed for it, which is like another $150 or $100 at the time, probably $150. And I was all in for $450 on that thing. Awesome. Still on the original cable too, which is awesome. But I have this little kink at the end, so I'll clean out the pipe better or get around the turns. And the last time I bent it back, and then I bent it again, and I bent it right at the weld, broke the weld. So I still got to fix that end on it. There's a cable. You got the outer cable, then there's an inner cable. It's still strong, but I got to cut the end off on it. I got this repair that twists on, so I still got to do that. Back to prices. Literally, you can give your price out all you want. Doesn't mean they're going to go for it. And then people will always try to, I can't say will always, but they'll try to talk you down. I guess it doesn't hurt to ask. And if the person's willing to go down on their price, then that's on you. I stuck to my original price. I said I could do it for $200. She's like, can you do it for $150? I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm like, would you want me to charge them more if it's taking longer than I think? And then she starts laughing. It goes both ways. But yeah, that cable was, that pipe was caked. When I was feeding it in, it was hard to go in, so I know that pipe was full. By the time I pulled it out, the whole bulb was full of food debris and all that. When I was plunging it, a bunch of food was coming up. But right now, we're heading out to a proper manager's job. It's for a bathroom tub clog. This property actually has problems with roots. I got my butt kicked on this property on the main. They got a nice clean out in the front. I think they're 6-inch drains. It had roots going to the city and then roots going back to the house. And I was able to clean out most of the roots to the city, but then I was feeding back to the house. I couldn't get all the roots. No matter how hard I tried, whatever ends I put on it, I couldn't get it. And there was a bunch of them still. There was a big clump I couldn't get. I tried and tried. I think I let it go. Not let it go, but I got the clog, and I wasn't going to be surprised if it clogged up again, and it clogged up again, because probably toilet paper got caught on it. So they called me out there again. I'm like, you're going to have to send one of your other guys. My cable is 7/8. These guys are dealing with, I want to say an inch, but I think it's bigger than an inch. They probably have like 1 1/8 cable. I think they have they got the cheapo snakes sectionals. It's like this big, it's yellow, I don't know, I just draw it at like 7/8. I spent so much money on my drain cleaning cables or drain cleaning equipment to the point where I don't really care anymore. If I can't get it with the stuff I got, somebody else can do the job. It's not worth it for me. I have too much money in that stuff. I think the dumbest buy, which is not really a dumb buy, I have the Rigid K750. I knew it was going to be heavy, but apparently I was being a hardhead, and I got that. Kept it in the truck for how long? The thing was horrific dragging that thing around. It had a 5/8 cable on it, and I used to dread bringing it out. That thing's like a two-man job every time. And if you're going to a basement, you gotta drag it all the way down to the basement. Horrific. But that thing's like going for, I've already forgot already. It's probably going for right now 2,400. No, it could be even more. Probably 28. I lied. That snake, the Rigid K750, is going for $3,300. Really, I actually want to just sell the thing. It's a good snake. Just, and it's in a drum. Keeps mess contained. But I just hate carrying that thing around. It would be nice just to sell it, because I don't think I'm ever going to use it again. But enough of that. I'll get you guys some shots. Okay. I've been here quite a few times. Clean us right here. Yeah, it's not that far of a run. And I kept getting stuck where I couldn't go through this one pipe, the coupling or whatever you want to call it. Maybe I should have bent my teeth to make it fit in, but I downsized it, and then I was able to get through. Then I wasn't getting the roots, and then I used the bigger size, and I still couldn't get it because it was getting stuck. But hindsight's 20/20. She just left out, so she had to drop the kid off. Let's see what's going on. Chrome and brushed nickel. It's okay. I've seen worse. And we're clogged. I see hair hanging out of the drain already. Okay, got my picture. Is it going down at all? No, I ain't doing nothing. Nice and simple. I'm calling it simple. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. It'll take that long to clog, so I'm guessing it's just right there. Okay. Actually, this spins right off too. It should. Might be a lot easier if I just take it off. I always do enjoy a good fight though. I'll work a little smarter today. Okay, I see a little hair. Man. Gotta get in here. I probably need to zip it, and then I'm using hot water, so this thing doesn't even work that well. And then I get all the stuff in my way. Man. Why is it so hard? I always have bad luck with Zip-Its. Okay, I give up. Should cover the overflow. Huh. Oh, straight to this side? Oh, that's probably why it had issues. Well, that's goofy. See that? I wonder why it wasn't working. Nice. See, I unclogged it. Well, it doesn't mean nothing. Yeah. Good stuff. Well, it's a good thing I double checked. I'm gonna put that picture somewhere around here. Yes, right when I seen the drain going another way, because usually you have the drain, and then you have the overflow right above. They all should be in line. But I've seen some wonky stuff in rental properties, and it doesn't surprise me if it has to go one way and come back. Doesn't make sense, but nothing surprises me anymore. But so I ended up wanting to double check, and I went into crawl space. Then I ran the tub. And before you know it, I hear water just rushing into the crawl space. I'm like, I wonder how long that's been going on for. Good stuff. Good stuff. Gotta love it. It's always a good time. For our next work order, it's the 312 unit buildings. Work order says, last night out of nowhere, my main bedroom electricity went out. The rest of the room's electricity seemed to work fine except the main bedroom. I looked in the breaker box and it looks like a switch might have gone bad. These panels, they're the Savannah, and the main lugs. So there's no main breaker. it just gets bolted directly to the main lug that is removable, but start heading over there and see what's going on. Hey, how's it going?
How's it going, man?
Good, good. Are you the ones with always those big trucks out there?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. Hey,
yeah.
Is it okay if I record my fixes for YouTube?
Oh, it's all good, man.
Awesome. Nice trucks.
Oh, thank you, man. That's actually awesome, man. Are you on YouTube?
Yeah. I just have a small channel, nothing too crazy. Yeah, I always like to put my fixes on there. Gotta love YouTube, right?
Me?
Yeah.
I actually wanted to start something like
Yeah. Oh, no, it's a good idea. Absolutely. Yeah. I just like it because, you know, anytime you need something done, you usually try to look it up on YouTube. Okay.
That's pretty much a GoPro, right? You just put like...
Yep, this is a GoPro, and I got this around my, I don't know what you want to call it. I got off Amazon. Yeah. So, you said your bedroom?
I think it's going to be this one right here.
Oh, okay.
It's the one that's loose right now.
Oh, here we go. So that's off. Okay. That's goofed up. Ooh, nasty.
Yeah. Yeah, because everything else seems to be working in order, so that, you know.
Did you just move in?
No.
You've been here?
I've been here for a while.
I don't think I ever came in here yet.
No, I've taken care of the place so far.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, just that. That's a lot of
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I just actually found this thing on Amazon. I seen somebody else posting about it. The cool thing about this is I got the cheapo flat blades, but this is actually a nice flat blade. If I can figure out how to do this. It just goes like this. Then oh yeah. This is my new favorite tool, and it actually holds up really nice. Cause I'll buy that cheap one, and then the cheap one will last about maybe a job, and then it just starts. What do you want to call it? Starts goofing up. Man, this paint's really thick. Okay, so I'm gonna take my time. I have a feeling I'm gonna rip this paint. I'm gonna start trying to score around the screws too, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be nasty. I hate this so much. Not pretty anymore. Mm-hmm. Okay. Nice.
So is this your own business?
Yeah. And I know they have some of their own guys, but they hire me separately.
So you work directly with the management company, right?
Yeah. So I'm guessing, do you have a plow business too then? I know usually landscaping companies, you're a landscaping company, right?
Yeah, concrete and landscaping.
So then I'm guessing you usually do plowing too, right?
Yeah. I mean, I have snowplow. I have 2 snowplows and it's good here.
My buddy was trying to get into plowing, and then I think he did it for like a year or two, and he ended up just quitting.
You didn't like it much?
Yeah, pretty much. And then obviously, which you already know, there's always a lot of repairs. I guess he says it's really hard on the trucks.
Oh yeah, definitely. Take a toll on the trucks and.
Oh, I just goofed up. Yeah, well, whatever.
Does your buddy have his own accounts, or did he work?
Yeah, well, he was starting to get contracts and all that good stuff, and it's just apparently didn't think it was worth it. Or I mean, problem is with him, he's got a million things going on. So you know, with the problem, you have a million things going on. You starve the other baby to work on the other baby, and he just doesn't. He doesn't realize that, you know, if you're actually serious about something, you're gonna have to give it your all.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, a lot of people. I got that. Well, one of my mentors, he's been doing snorkel for a while, and sometimes he thinks it's not even worth it anymore.
Yeah, because there's so much. Because it's really, I'm sure it's really competitive, right?
Yeah, very competitive. A lot of cheap guys.
Yeah. You can believe me, it's competitive for me too. Believe me, it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. It's everywhere. I guess the ideal thing to do is to, you know, get into like a niche, something, you know, stuff that people don't want to do. Because I used to work over in car washes, and the boss I used to work for, he liked it, and apparently there wasn't that much competition, probably because no one else wanted to do it. There's a lot of control wires, so it was a little bit of a pain in the butt, but it's not as easy just pulling power. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, and then the thing is, like a lot of the guys with, I'm pretty sure you've driven on the road. There's like a lot of those beat down Ford Super Duties.
Oh yeah, that's that. My buddy is buying those, and then oh yeah, and then I was yelling at my buddy. I'm like, man, I was buying these beaters, but I mean, it's nice if they're decent shape. That's for sure.
Yeah. I like to do things for cheap.
Oh yeah.
That's the same thing for me too.
Well, the problem is the cheap guys, they won't last long after they realize, you know, at the end of the year they didn't make no money.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's just a sad reality. A lot of them, they do the same cycle year after year after year.
Yeah.
Not always a good thing.
I always got to put my foot down. Not always, but you have to put your foot down or you'll go bankrupt. A lot of these guys, they don't care. As long as they're working, they're happy. But at the same time, you can't just be working for free. That's for sure.
And then a lot of them, they don't know how to recover overhead or any of that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just me. Do you have employees?
Yeah, I have.
So yes, so.
I'm laid off right now, but
Yeah, so there you go. See, luckily, yeah. So I do have more overhead now, but I still employees. That's something else. That's for sure. All that stuff is expensive.
Oh yeah. You said you have how many?
It's just me.
Oh,
just me. And I know it's expensive just for me. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, like your van and your equipment, all that costs money.
Oh yeah.
And then you have softwares and.
Yeah. After I get done working, I have to go home and then go do paperwork or whatever, the old QuickBooks for my accounting.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a bad breaker, which we already knew.
Did you just have to replace the switch, or?
Yeah, the breaker. Ooh. I have these big gloves, because, what do you want to call it? Like, it's funny. When I don't have gloves on, guys on YouTube give me a hard time. Or, not a lot of them, probably like one. And then I have these big gloves on, and then there's, more people making fun of me with the gloves. So.
When did you start the company?
My business?
Yeah.
I would say I think going on 5 years now.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah. I used to climb cell towers for a living. For AT&T and T-Mobile and all that good stuff. I did it for like 13 years. So I mean, it was a good gig, good money. Can't complain. I just you know, you grow out of it, and I realized I could work for myself and all that good stuff. Oh, a screwdriver.
That's awesome, man. That's really the way to go, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's true. This is true. Where is... Oh, here we go. I just seen 2 of the maintenance guys here.
Really? On the other building?
Yeah, I think it was John and the other guy. But I didn't... Well, I seen their truck. I didn't see them.
Well, what would you say is like the biggest issues that you...
It's all... It's... I mean, it's usually the same stuff over and over again, but it just... It could be doorknobs. It could be... Why can't I get this? Okay, time to look at the breakers. See if I got one. And it's all the way in the back. Of course. That's for the main lug. Special order these things because it takes so long to get these. Especially if their power's out. Other places can be like 5 or 7 days. You can't just go pick them up. So Eaton is usually good for those old Savannah panels. And I just got this universal one. I'm sure there's always differences. It matters. I'm sure they don't all work for everything. I already lost the old breaker already.
Oh, you got the breaker in the car?
Yeah, I must have left it. I must have got I don't know. I don't know what I did with it. Okay. Screw this back. Can't even work with these things. Okay. It was a 15 amp. Okay, turn it off since it was already pre-tripped from factory. Let's make sure we got 120 volts. 124 volts. All good. And that's a wrap.